Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. A lot to talk about today, but first we want to get a check on that forecast. We do have another first alert weather day to tell you about, so meteorologist Jill Gilardi is here with the details. Hey, good morning, Jill.
Good morning. A lot to talk about. Yes, I'm wearing pink. I know you're looking at my dress.
I was like, oh, you're wearing pink.
I can read your little eyes. You're like, she's wearing it. I have like 3 pink dresses that I'm like, I got to rotate this like randomly, like just jump in with a pink. But yes, I had to feel like matching and feeling, fitting in. Okay, let's talk about this heat and humidity. It's still with us today and tomorrow, first alert weather days. And then we also have first alert weather days adding in that storm chance. So each afternoon we're going to be dealing with some scattered thunderstorms, and then we get into later into next week, Tropical Storm Erin will remain to be seen if it'll have any impacts on us, but we're watching it for you. And this morning we are watching for that visibility to eventually improve, but it's going to take some 2 to 3 more hours to finally clear the entire state. So yeah, it's areas where you're driving, it's fine, and then all of a sudden, like, you reach places like Hartford or Rocky Hill, for example, and it's like, whoa, where'd the visibility go? Well, so fog is an issue for us traveling this morning. 71 degrees, it's muggy out there, but then you get some sunshine, it's eating away at the fog, and it just kind of looks like a really cool view. Like if I was a photographer, this morning, I'd be like in heaven. I saw like, a bunch of cows and fog. I'm like, oh, I got to get to work, Anyways, first alert for the air quality once again. It is the western half of the state, part of the central part. This is due to ground level ozone. That's kicking in later this morning. Temperatures warmer, 60s and some low 70s. And if you headed out for a walk today, the best air you're going to feel all day long is in the morning, and if you're out during the afternoon and evening, well, you're going to have to deal with contending with some thunderstorms. So those temperatures getting up into the 80s to near 90, but feeling into the low to mid 90s. And yes, we'll be tracking those storms, so timing it out, how much rain we could see that we desperately need, and so much more, getting you through the weekend as well. I'll be back in about 15. Let's toss it over to Caitlin now with an update on traffic.
All right, thanks, Jill. Good morning, everyone. 7:03 on the dot. If you're just waking up with us here on your Wednesday morning, we appreciate that. If you're getting ready to head out the door, head to work. Maybe you're planning a trip to the Connecticut shoreline. State parks and beaches will probably be very busy once again with that first alert weather day. But unfortunately, as you're heading out, we're contending with some reduced visibility. You can see that here through Southington, 84 east and westbound. Starting to see a little improvement here at the ground level in Rocky Hill, 91 north and southbound. Not doing too bad here in Meriden as well, but in Tolland, if you're traveling through the northeastern portion of the state this morning, that's 84 east and westbound. Visibility is basically goose eggs here. So unfortunately, that's what you will have to be dealing with. That means reduce those speeds. You don't need the high beams out there for sure to start, but the low beams will help you. No crashes, which is great news here at 7:03, and your drive times are looking really typical for this time of morning. Let's check out your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Right, developing news from overnight right now, and Benfield police say all 4 suspects wanted in connection with the shooting have been arrested. Police tell us the shooting happened just over the state line in Springfield, Massachusetts. Police say the group drove down to Enfield, but were stopped by right on Route 190. That's when they got out and took off running right near Katy Lane. All 4 are now facing charges.
In just a few hours here, a Plainfield school nurse and her husband are expected to be in court as police continue to investigate claims of sexual assault of a minor.
Plainfield's superintendent says she has been on leave since July, and your reporter Taylor Knight is live in studio explaining what we know so far about this case.
The husband, David DeSimone, is facing multiple assault charges, including risk of injury to a child. Plainfield police say that his wife, Holly, knew about those alleged assaults, but did not report them to police, and that is the reason why they say they arrested her. Holly is a school nurse in Plainfield school system, and in that position, she's a mandated reporter, meaning she has to report any claims of child abuse to the state within 12 hours of it happening. The school is emphasizing that the alleged incident did not happen on school grounds or at any school activities. Holly has been on leave since July 3rd, according to Superintendent Paul Breton. In a statement, he says, quote, "The district has strong protocols in place for background checks, mandatory reporting, and immediate response to concerns involving child safety. We regularly review these systems and will continue to do so in light of this situation." Holly and David are both expected to be in court in Danielson later today. Your reporter live in studio, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Taylor, thank you. This morning, we're working to learn more about the man who died when a home caught fire in Cheshire. We brought you this story as breaking news early yesterday morning. Investigators say they found the man's body trapped inside the home on Brookside Place. A woman on the scene told us her 32-year-old son, Zachary Naumides, never made it out of the home.
My baby. I don't know what I'm going to do without him.
A second person was taken to the hospital after they escaped through a window and is expected to survive. Investigators are still looking into how the fire started.
Happening today, the man accused of shooting and killing a 17-year-old girl in Waterbury expected to be back in court. Shamar Atwater is scheduled for an arraignment hearing. He will be formally informed of his charges that he's facing and also asked to enter a plea. He's facing murder charges in connection to the death of Charisma Fox. Atwater is currently being held in jail on a $3 million bond.
This morning, we've learned the FBI is now involved in the search for the person who police say sexually assaulted a woman while jogging on a trail in New Haven. An FBI sketch artist is working to recreate an image of what the suspect might look like. The woman told police the attack happened Saturday morning near Fort Hale Dog Park. If you live in that area, police want you to check your surveillance video for anything suspicious.
Happening right now, the Office of the Inspector General is investigating after a state trooper shot and killed a woman in Basra over the weekend. Police released body camera footage of that shooting, and we do want to warn you that this is difficult to watch. Police tell us the woman threatened her boyfriend with a gun, and troopers tried to stop her using pepper spray, but she refused to drop the weapon. They then fired their guns, hitting the woman in the neck. There's no word on how long this investigation will take.
In Waterford, a new plan to crack down on reckless ATV riders takes effect 1 week from today. It would allow police to fine reckless riders $1,000 if they're caught riding on town roads. The fine increases to $1,500 for repeat offenders. The plan would also make it illegal for ATV drivers to fuel up at gas stations. Well, this morning in Meriden, police are searching for the people who defaced nearly 100 grave sites at a local cemetery.
Your reporter Marcy Jones has more from St. Patrick's Cemetery and also a look at how the community is responding this morning.
Disturbing, disappointing, and really disrespectful. You can't go a couple of feet here at St. Patrick's Cemetery without seeing another massive headstone knocked over. As police work to track down who did this, members of the community now are stepping up to help. Meriden police say nearly 100 grave sites were damaged between 11 p.m. Monday and 7 a.m. Tuesday. Many of the headstones here at St. Patrick's Cemetery are knocked over or broken, some dating as far back as the early 1800s. Investigators believe multiple people were involved due to the extent of damage. They're now relying on ring cameras and tips from neighbors to identify the suspects. The cemetery is run by the Archdiocese of Hartford. They say they're in the process of contacting affected families. Neighbors reacting to the news, some say they're trying everything they can to assist in the investigation.
I was shocked. Lately, I've been watching a lot of activity in my cameras, So I noticed a lot of kids at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, up and down.
Investigators tell us those responsible could face felony charges up to 10 years in prison as well as hefty fines. Your reporter in Meriden, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, this morning, next year's race for governor is starting to take shape. While Governor Lamont has not officially said if he's running for a third term, others are now considering their own campaign. Republican State Senator Ryan Fazio says he's close to making a decision on whether he's running. The three-term legislator represents part of Fairfield County and says more needs to be done to help people who are struggling. Two other Republicans have officially declared as well. Westport First Select Woman Jen Tooker and Timothy Wilcox. New Britain Mayor Aaron Stewart exploring the idea as well. The only Democrat officially in the race right now is State Representative Josh Elliott.